Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the iPhone 11 and compare it against the iPhone 8 and see which specific phone is the better one for you. Now, these two phones are very different from one another, but I'm going to be honest, back in 2019 when I compared these two for the first time, a lot of people were interested in it and some people are still interested in it in this year. It's clear you're watching this, so some people are interested in it. If you want to pick up some of the phones I would recommend buying this year, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there and you can help support the channel at the same time. Now, starting off with the outside of both these devices, the iPhone 8, which came out in 2017, has that 4.7-inch Retina IPS panel on the front, and it's 750p. It's definitely not the best looking panel of all time, but I think it's okay, especially when you think of the iPhone SE3 that's still being sold. It is what it is, right? This is not the best looking panel, but it was a good display, good phone when it first came out in 2017, but it is fairly old now. It's 6 years old as of this point, so it's definitely not getting any younger, and it definitely looks like an older device. With the iPhone 11, this one has a 6.1-inch liquid Retina IPS panel on the front, and it's a high resolution display. It's a pretty good display at that, but it's still IPS. Both these phones do not have OLED displays, which are pretty much the cream of the crop in this day and age, but definitely with the iPhone 11, it's bigger. It looks great. I think it's a nicer looking phone overall, and I would definitely say the iPhone 11 is the better phone for sure than the iPhone 8. On the bottom, lightning ports on both, and on the back, you're getting glass backs on both. The iPhone 8 is the smaller phone in general compared to the iPhone 11. You're getting a dual camera setup on the iPhone 11, which is great. The iPhone 8 has that single camera setup in the top left corner. You have things like wireless charging, you have, IP certification on both, but I will definitely tell you when it comes down to at least both of these, the iPhone 11 is by far the better phone for sure over the iPhone 8, and that's just something that I see time and time and time again. You're definitely getting overall the better phone, the better build quality, everything from the iPhone 11 than the iPhone 8, and that's basically what I'm seeing from these two devices. Now, in terms of the camera setups, you're basically getting a single camera setup on the iPhone 8. It's a 12 megapixel wide-angle lens. With the iPhone 11, you're getting a dual camera setup, a wide and ultra-wide camera. You have the ability of filming in 4K at 60 on the back of both these phones, but you do get the ability of doing 4K at 60 on the front of the iPhone 11. With the iPhone 8 has a 1080p camera. I think both these cameras are great, but you are definitely getting once again the overall better camera setup on the iPhone 11 than on the iPhone 8. And it's just how we've seen it year over year. Years ago when I compared these two for the first time, I said the same thing, and I still think that the iPhone 11 definitely has the better camera for sure than the iPhone 8 for a fact. Performance, actually software-wise and longevity-wise, you're getting the longer-lasting phone from the iPhone 11 as well. The iPhone 8 is already discontinued with software. That one got discontinued earlier this year, not earlier, but like a couple months ago on iOS 17. So iOS 16 is the last version of software that this phone is getting, and that's just what it is. It's not the end of the world, but it was one of those things to keep in mind. With the iPhone 11, this is the device that's going to be lasting longer. How long? Maybe like another 2 years, but still it's going to be a device that's going to be lasting longer than the iPhone 8 as well. So that's another pretty big thing to keep in mind there too. Performance-wise, you are getting the Apple A11 Bionic chip inside of the iPhone 8 with 2 gigabytes of RAM. The iPhone 11 has that Apple A13 Bionic chip inside with 4 gigabytes of RAM inside of that device. So I think that's a really good performing phone on the iPhone 11. I think it's dominated in every single way, and you're still getting a decent performing phone from the iPhone 8. Like, don't get me wrong, that's not like a horrible performing phone, but the iPhone 11 by far is the better one here for sure, and that's how I would kind of sum it up in every single way. The iPhone 11, in my opinion, is pretty much the better performing phone in every single way that I can find. It's faster, it performs better, its camera is better, its battery life is better. Pretty much everything on the iPhone 11 is a better phone. I think the iPhone 8 is a good phone too, but definitely for a fact, the iPhone 11 is the better one here. And the iPhone 8 is still like a good phone when it kind of comes down to it. So that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.